I might have been mistaken. I'm not denying the fact I was on a dating website.
I don't think I have any more respect.
Let me have my ring back.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, you guys, I have called Big Ed evil and said that he's on his villain arc before, but this time I freaking mean it. I am not lying in this video. This is the most deranged and downright evil form of Big Ed that I have ever seen, bro. He is literally turned into an anime villain. The gaslighting is insane, the lies. He's been exposed for cheating, as we all know from the last episode, and that's where we're going to continue off on today. He just doubles down, honestly. And this one was quite insane to react to, so make sure you watch till the very end. Shout out to all you who like these videos if you enjoy them, and make sure you subscribe if you're not already, because a large chunk of you that watch my vids are not subscribed for some reason. Hit that button and the bell, and let's get right on into it.
Ed always asking me for FaceTime. You want to video call with him to FaceTime.
So yeah, we're starting things off. I love the blurred reaction of this lady in the background, just like, holy crap, this guy is a piece of work. But yeah, we have confirmed officially, Big Ed is a piece of trash. He has been trying to FaceTime with Rose, his ex-girlfriend, the first love that he ever had on this show, for months now. And I'm sure this was happening when Big Ed and Liz were, quote, broken up. I'm sure it's been happening when they've been together as well. He's just a slimy rat, and he's getting exposed for it. You can even tell on his face here, he is just so embarrassed that this is getting exposed right here. And I can't wait to hear what stupid lies he makes up to try and make Liz stick with him through this, which I'm sure she will for some reason. And just a reminder for those of you that missed the last episode, these two are still together. They're still planning on being married, so they're engaged, but they are living in separate houses and even showed up to this tell-all in separate cars and traveled separately. So I'm not sure what remnants of a relationship is left, but to both of them, it's still very real, and this does count as cheating in my books. I don't know about y'all.
Hasn't spoken to you at all, and then now he's saying he can't remember if he spoke to you.
I didn't.
That's not true.
Yeah, Rose is like, well, with the amount this man's been hitting me up, there's no way he could forget. Because I'm sure it's like every freaking night. This man's just laying alone in bed. You know, it's his night off. He doesn't have Liz staying the night. And he's like, oh, man, I just got to come back to the Philippines and link up with you. You know, Rose, we had something fire, something that me and Liz just don't have. Please, can we make this work again? I'll put the mayo back in my hair. I'll grow it back out because I know you like them long-haired bad boys. Let's just make this work, please.
Because he messaged me and I have a screenshot.
So that's right. She actually came with receipts. Rose is a genius. She knew that this was going to be good content and that she needed to expose Ed for being the disgusting cheater that he is. So this man says to her, I hope all is well. You look amazing. And she just hits him with the one word thanks reply, of course, to where he says, I want to come to the Philippines again to see you if you're open. He even types like a boomer. Like, who puts these periods before the question mark, bro? Stop being all mysterious and just get your cheating on. Also, this is mid-2021, so I'm pretty sure this was, you know, full force going on while they were just together. Maybe this was even while they were looking at houses, which is insane. Rose responds with, yes, you can come here. You're welcome here, which is very weird, but you know, that might be the language barrier at work and her not really knowing how to curve this man anymore. Or she understands she might get those fat TLC checks again. Either way, she's inviting this man to go out to the Philippines to see him again. So if that is the next season arc, I am ready for it, bro. Screw Liz. We're done with that arc. Let's go back to the OG days and see that true cringe form of Big Ed back at it again in the Philippines, embarrassing himself on a global stage.
You just said that you weren't in communication with her.
Liz, sit down. Jesus
Did
Christ.
he not just say that he hasn't spoken to her?
So, this man is actually a monster, bro. So Liz comes back from reading that text, and this man just starts with the gaslighting. First of all, he seems pissed off. He's like, Liz, just sit down. Jesus Christ, come on. You're standing up. You're causing a scene. You're impeding the show right now. Just sit down and shut up, please. Which is just totally indicative of how he speaks to her while the cameras are off. I guarantee you this man is so verbally terrible to her that we just can't even imagine it, all right? If he acts like this while the cameras are rolling on the freaking tell-all, imagine how he is behind closed doors, all right? So he finally gets her to sit down, and she's not shutting up like he wants, but just listen. She continues to press and see if he does remember this text all of a sudden, and his response is absolutely insane and totally on brand for Big Ed.
Did you say yes or no? Did you or did you not just say, I have not spoken to her?
Me no speak English.
This man is actually the most toddler-brained 50-year-old that I have ever seen. I mean, can you imagine handling a situation as big as this? You're being exposed for cheating on the love of your life, or somebody that you say is the love of your life, that you're currently engaged to, and your answer when exposed for cheating on them is, me no speak English. It's funny, right? Because, you know, it means I don't understand the question. That's what I'm insinuating. Laugh, guys, come on. Like, nobody's laughing here. Everybody is just like, what the hell is this man on? The cringe is too much right now, dude. I'm already dying at this.
You know what? It's not something to joke about, Ed.
It is, because this is her. This is who Liz is.
She's reading, the proof is in the pudding. She's reading a stupid text.
Tell me about that text.
And just look at this, bro. He is getting exposed here. Remember what is going on, and he instantly turns it around. He's like, look at this. This is Liz being the way she is. Can you guys see why I'm going out here trying to cheat on her? I mean, how would you not cheat on somebody like this? She is just such a rat, bro. She's trying to expose me right now. No, I don't buy it. Like, dude, all right, sit down and shut the hell up and wait for everybody to grill you here, because everybody should be tearing into Ed's big ass. Whoa, okay. I meant Big Ed's ass, not Ed's big ass. Anyways, we'll pause on that. But everybody should be tearing into this dude right now, because he's being ridiculous and instantly turned to gaslighting her, even though he's the one that's being exposed in this.
I'm not denying the fact that I was on a dating website a year and a half ago. I admitted that. I didn't remember if I had texted Rose or not.
And the excuses. First of all, I don't think he did admit to being on the dating site, because last episode, he instantly tried to gaslight Liz again and say, you and your mom are the crazy ones. You're the one making profiles on this dating app that I was supposed to be private on, and you're trying to get me to go out on dates and try to catfish me. That's weird. Like, no, that's not admitting that you were on the dating site. I guess it kind of is, but not on purpose. And now he's like, I truly just didn't remember. You guys got to remember, I'm a senior citizen. I can't remember every text I sent out. I have so many ex-shotties over in the Philippines that I didn't even remember hitting up Rose like that. I was probably gone. I was faded one night and, you know, just in my feels. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I don't remember sending the text. Like, the lies just do not stop with this moron.
You guys, you're with somebody for 2 years. You broke up 10 times. I don't even know, honestly, if we were together or not.
And think about the insecurities of this man, him blaming her at their wedding rehearsal, saying that she is hooking up with her coworker, all this crazy stuff, when in reality, he's been doing it. I mean, is this just totally indicative of who he is as a person? I think so. I mean, most people are like this too, man. You back them into a corner, you show them proof of their lies, and then immediately they have a reason as to why it's excusable for them, but not for the person that they were just condemning. I mean, he treats Liz like she is just some nasty woman who's out here dating every possible man she can get her hands on every time they break up, when it's been the opposite. Ed is just this disgusting sack of garbage, and he is literally pulling her in with this gravitational pull of cringe and despair, and she is unable to escape it. She is far past that event horizon. She's gonna be stuck with his mass and just circulating with him until the end of time.
Do you think that Ed is still interested in having a relationship with you?
She's saying he's interested, but he's in a relationship right now.
And Rose gets asked if Ed is still, you know, seeing her as a romantic option, and even she admits, yes, this dude, if he was not in a relationship, would be all over me again. We know deep down this man just loves the Asians, all right? He was on an Asian dating website, and I'm sorry, Liz, you just don't meet the criteria. I'm not sure of her actual ethnicity, but clearly this man is still obsessed with Rose, and he's gonna continue that. I mean, oh, I cannot imagine the feeling Liz has right now. I'm amped up for her, dude. And you guys also make these silly comments sometimes like, bro, Grim, I think you got a crush on Liz. Oh, bro, it's showing, dude. I think you got a crush on her. Like, no, I'm sorry. I just want to see this young person who clearly has a past life of trauma that has led her to be so low on her self-confidence that she is willing to date somebody who is as terrible as Big Ed. I want to see her get out of that. Does that mean automatically I have a crush on Liz? No, I just want to see her better her life and get out of this terrible, terrible relationship where she's getting cheated on and mentally just manipulated at every corner.
I don't think I have any more respect.
Let me have my ring back.
Oh.
Wow.
Holy bro. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I know I'm getting a little bit amped. I'm getting a little animated here, but look at that. Again, when Big Ed is faced with some serious emotions, being faced with the idea that he made his partner feel bad by, I don't know, trying to freaking cheat on her, this man doubles down and says, you know what? If you're crying and you lost all respect for me and I broke your heart, why don't you just give me the $13,000 ring I bought for you that you almost threw away once back, huh? Since you clearly don't care about it. Like, wow, that was the best response there possible, dude. Good job.
Liz, Ed, I'm not exactly sure what to say, and I don't know what the future of your relationship is, but I hope there's some healing.
So the episode kind of ends on this awkward silence, or at least the tell-all portion, and it cuts forward after everybody leaves the set, just down on the vibes like, wow, Big Ed is a jerk. It kind of overshadows the rest of the show, honestly, because again, I don't follow these other relationships on this season especially, but all of them have to be completely overshadowed by the terrible nature of these two's romantic relationship. I mean, everything else that they do is so minuscule in comparison to how terrible Ed is as a person and as a partner and a human being overall. So now we fast forward forward, we have some conversations backstage. Everybody is just not siding with Ed. Everybody is clearly on Liz's side, trying to talk to her, some sense into her at least. And that's where we get to the second portion of this episode that is very exciting, where they're all kind of kicking back the night after this first tell-all session, and they're all mingling together. And this is where Big Ed gets a little litty and decides that he needs to apologize to Liz in, well, the worst way possible.
But you just need to know where I was at today. I was drowning, and I felt like you were stepping on my head.
So now they're having a heart-to-heart upstairs, and Big Ed is starting to fake cry his ass off, saying, you don't understand where I was at. Listen to his excuse of what was going on here, and you tell me if this is a correct statement that he made, that, you know, he was the one getting bullied here in the situation, and that he didn't deserve any of the hate he was getting. Like, bro, are you freaking mental? You just got exposed for cheating, something that nobody should be doing to their partner that they are expecting to marry one day. That's why everybody was ganging up on you, not because they don't like you or they're making fun of your neck or something something ridiculous that wouldn't be deserved. No, they are actually giving you serious real-time feedback of how big of a piece of trash you are, and you got embarrassed by it. It wasn't the other way around. Liz wasn't piling on. She was responding how anybody would respond to finding out that their partner was unfaithful or trying to be.
You could have just told me you reached out.
Yeah, I don't even remember the text. Liz, I want you to take accountability for yourself.
And he's still running with this plot that he just doesn't remember it. I don't know how you not remembering it undoes it. You still freaking did it. So whether or not you remembered it, in fact, him not remembering it makes it even worse, because that means it was such a small event in his mind, him trying to cheat on his partner like this, that it just simply left his mind after a certain amount of time. That's really instead something that should have been weighing on his conscience this whole time. Holy God, is he wrong on this situation. He is like, Liz, you gotta take some personal responsibility. Ed, when the hell have you done that this entire episode or this entire series so far? I have never seen Ed once take responsibility for any of his actions, and this is one of the worst things he's done, and he's definitely not taking responsibility for it now. So it's so funny he's throwing that back in Liz's face as a means of projection.
And it was
I
right
didn't get caught
there.
in anything. You act like I'm trying to lie to you. I'm not trying to lie to you. Number one, I don't lie. And you started to perform.
Yo, and then he twists it further. I get so heated in this because, man, I'm the type of person, I have trouble watching cringe stuff. You guys know how I am. I live vicariously through the screen. So when I see a situation play out on television, especially when it's real like this and not really, you know, some pre-scripted thing, well, we have arguments about that on the show. We don't know how much of it is scripted or not, but you know what I mean. When it's shown as a real thing, I live that experience and I feel the feelings that these people are feeling. And oh my God, is my blood boiling listening to Big Ed's dumbass rattle off all these crazy gaslighty ass points where they're just all completely wrong and provably false. And now he's saying Liz was performing with the tears. No, dude. Those were real tears. That was real despair you made her feel, and a seriously low point in her life, going through that and processing that on this show. And instead he's like, you were acting and it honestly wasn't even that convincing, so it was more embarrassing to watch you cry than anything. So upon hearing that, rightfully Liz storms off, and yeah, the rest of the night is just kind of cringe. She goes down and talks to the other ladies of the show, which, dear God, I'm so glad I don't watch the rest of this show because I think it would be too much. Also, imagine being at this restaurant. I know they're probably at some private event space. Imagine if they were in a public area, hearing this drama and just seeing this group. I would be like, yeah, I made a mistake coming to this restaurant tonight. Let's go get McDonald's or something. But regardless, the night ends. Everybody is grilling Big Ed, and we have a couple clips of that here where he's getting confronted by some of the other guys on the show, and Big Ed is really tripling down at this point. I don't know if it's the chain he's got on, but he's got a whole new villainous energy here that is unmatched.
Stop acting like a
That
prima donna.
you still
and
wanted
stop
to be
performing.
with her.
Stop
You
going to this little
never give a about how
Liz.
I feel. It's about how you feel.
Why do you keep coming back?
And Ed asks the age-old question here. She keeps coming back because you're a manipulative piece of trash, and she is so vulnerable that you just attack all of her soft spots until she gives in and continues to have a miserable life with you. That's the answer, bro. And you know that deep down, and he's even asking her this as a means of testing her obedience. It's actually crazy.
Well, you don't know my situation.
I don't, and
you're shooting your mouth off. You don't know my situation.
I'm not shooting my mouth off.
So shut the up.
So Ed drives Liz to literally run away from this scenario because she's just getting verbally pelted by this guy. And now he's popping off on his co-star. This is absolutely insane, dude. I'm telling you, this is an energy we have not seen from Big Ed so far. And I think it's because he realizes how trapped in the corner he is. Nobody here on the show is on his side for good reason. He's a piece of garbage.
Where is it?
Let me say what I'm about to say.
Go ahead and say. Talk about that for a minute.
Excuse me.
And the episode ends with him getting approached by the other titan of this show, Angela. I think they're about to have a verbal battle, dude, but you know what? This recording's been long enough, and this was the whole episode, so we're gonna save that for the episode later this week. That's right, I'm gonna continue. I know I'm taking my sweet time with this series, but I enjoy doing that, man. You know, I react at my own pace, and you guys watch me for me. So if you're worried about spoilers and all that stuff, I guess you can go watch the show yourself. It's been out for like a month already. But if you're interested in staying tuned, I will have the next episode of this tell-all. We're getting near the end, trust me, later this week. So shout out to all of you, including all of those Patreon supporters who help keep this channel afloat. As always, I appreciate you watching to the very end. Comment Grim Squad for life if you're part of the Grim Squad. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace out.